So I'm just going to do a quick run through a few mobility exercises, pretty much for your full body, but in particular what's specifically kind of tight or tense on yourself. So we're going to start off with pretty much just 5 belly breaths. So place your hands on your lower rib cage, and as you breathe in, notice your belly and your lower rib cage expand into your hands. And as you breathe out, notice your lower rib cage and your belly just soften and recoil back. Taking 5 breaths like this. Breathing in, letting things expand. And in your own time, breathing out, letting it relax and soften. 3 more breaths here. Then we're going to hug both knees into your chest, so a double knee hug. And you're just going to let yourself kind of sway or rock from side to side 5 times. Hands are resting gently on your knees or on your shins. Then you're going to grab your strap or scarf or skipping rope, it doesn't matter what it is, piece of rope. And we're going to do a little bit of mobility for your sciatic nerve. So point the foot towards the ceiling or away from you, and then point the foot down towards the floor, towards your body. And just doing that 5 times. You can also do a bit of an ankle circle if you prefer. And straightening out the other leg slightly, so it's just not in the way. Keep your ankle bent so your foot points towards your chest or the floor, and your knee straight, and let the leg just sway across your body until you get a nice sharp stretch through the back of the leg, and then let it sway out to the side slightly to ease off that stretch. And 5 of these. Notice how tight this leg is, and then you can compare it to the other side. And last 2. And then swap it over, and super simple 5 ankle pumps or ankle circles. And then keeping the knee straight and the foot towards your body. Straighten the other leg so it doesn't get in the way. Let your leg sway across your body and then out to the side. I'm just going to keep going because this is like the 5th time I've done the video. And then take your foot out of the strap. Have a lie on your side. You can have a pillow under your head, and you're going to slide the top end forward and slide it back. As you do this, your shoulder blade is slide forward and back, and again you're just going for 5. Once you've done 5, if it's pain-free, you're going to add in some rotation, so slide the hand towards your chest and turn to the right. And then slide the right hand back, reaching forward. And 3 more of these. So you're just going as far as is comfortable, you're not forcing it. If your elbow touches the ground on the other side, that's great. If it doesn't, don't worry about it too much. And then you simply go on to the other side. So just turn to the other side and do that again. So one hand on top, it slides forward and back. You're doing 5 of these with just really the shoulder and the shoulder blade moving. And your head can be supported by a pillow. And then you're going to do 5 where the arm bends, hand comes to your chest, and you turn. Perfect, then you're going to come onto all 4s. 2 exercises here on all 4s for more your spine and your back. So you're going to have your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and then as you inhale, think about your tailbone starts to lift, your belly relaxes, your breastbone and your head and chest lifts. And then bring it back. Think about starting from the head. So you're going to tuck your chin to your chest, your breastbone is going to move up towards the ceiling, back arches towards the ceiling, and tailbone reaches towards the floor. Or you can just simply go cat, cow. You're going to do this with the pace of your breath, so you can inhale as you lift your tailbone, lift your breastbone, and you can exhale as you round and arch the spine up towards the ceiling. You're just going for 5. Then knees wide, big toes together, move back into a wide-legged child's pose and place your hands under your forehead. And here you're just taking 5 deep, slow breaths. So again, you're breathing in, you'll notice your belly expand into your thighs. And as you breathe out, notice your whole upper body trunk kind of soften into the floor. Breathing in, notice the back of your rib cage expand as well. You might feel more of a stretch in your back, and breathing out, let everything soften. 3 more breaths here. Keeping it simple, breathing in, think expansion. And breathing out, just think about everything letting go and softening. Last breath. Then coming into a sitting position. Last few exercises are more for your shoulders and your neck. So super simple. We're going to start with just really basic shoulder shrugs to work on upper trap muscle tension. So you're going to think about sliding your shoulders up towards your ears, which should be pretty easy. And then as you breathe out, let your shoulders relax and just see how low or far away they can go from your ears. So inhale to slide them up, shortening your upper trap muscles, and then exhale to let those muscles lengthen as much as they can. And you're just going for 3 more. So we'll keep everything in a little set of 5. And then moving into shoulder circles. So you're going to think about your shoulders lifting up, get them to roll back, slide down, and roll forward. And you can stay in the same position you're in. Slide the shoulders up, roll them back, down, and forward. And once you've done 3 in one direction, you can change direction and do 3 in the other direction. So slide them back, up, forward, and down. And do it really slow and smooth. And then from here, you're going to take your strap or whatever you're using. You're going to hold on to it a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. As you inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale to bring it down to the crown of your head. And then inhale up and exhale to release. So a breath in takes you up. And then a breath out takes you down. If that's too long to take a breath in for you, don't worry about the breathing too much on this one. I just want to get your shoulders moving in that overhead position. Make sure your head doesn't poke forward as the band goes down. And last one. Cool, then dropping this guy out of the way. A few little neck stretches. So you're going to think about your nose being over your breastbone to start with, and then you're going to tip your right ear over to your right shoulder. Bring your right hand onto your head lightly. You're not going to pull at all, just the weight of your arm is enough to add to the stretch. Keep your chin tucked so there's space through the back of the neck. And then you just keep it here for 5 breaths. Your left arm can rest on your leg. If it's too hard to sit like this, you can, on the floor, you can sit on a chair instead. Then bring your head back to the center and swap and go to the other side. So left ear to left shoulder. Think about that right shoulder being drawn away from your ear. And then just the weight of the left arm is enough. Keep your chin tucked and think about space through the back of the neck. And just 5 breaths here. It's got about 3 left. Every breath you take, you're thinking about that lower ribcage belly expanding on your breath in and relaxing or softening on your breath out. Gently letting the head go back to center. Last 2 are for your torso a little bit more. So as you inhale, you're going to reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, right arm goes to the ground, the left arm reaches over to the side. 3 breaths here. If it feels good and you want to go a little bit further, which I'm not today, so if you're stiff like this, don't force it down. Don't let your bum cheek lift. Just go as far as you can with a nice stretch through that left side. Think about your left thumb getting pulled back and reaching through your fingers. Your front ribs can hug in. Then let that left arm sweep down in front of you, sweep the right arm in front of you and up and over to the right side. And again, just go as far as you can comfortably go with your right butt cheek grounded down and reaching through your right fingertips, right thumb gets pulled back. And 3 to 5 breaths here. And let the arms sweep back, and you're going to finish back at the diaphragmatic breathing. So you can stay in your seated position wherever you are. Pop one hand on your chest. Think about your chest being soft and relaxed. And then pop one hand on your belly. Relax your shoulders away from your ears consciously and just sit tall. So think about length all the way from your tailbone up through the crown of your head. And then when you're here, taking 5 slow, deep breaths. Breathing in, notice your belly or that lower hand expand away. And breathing out, notice it soften and recoil back. 4 more breaths like that. And you're all done.